welcome back to my channel. My name is Renelle. So what I'm going to be doing today is a first impressions on the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves. I've not tried anything, tried any of their eyeshadow. I have tried their liquid lipsticks and their lip glosses is what it's called, and I really love them. So the reason I got this today, the reason I got this is because, let me take this brush out of here, is because I have hazel eyes and purples are really supposed to make your eyes pop. Now, what I like about this is that it does go from like a light shade to all the way to a dark shade right here. So the names of these are called Wine Stain, Spaced Out, Wishy Washy, Rosy, and Fluffy. So I figured I would just go ahead and do a first impressions on this. I do have my base done, so my face is completely done. I haven't done my eyebrows or anything like that. I did get them waxed yesterday, so I've not touched them. I haven't filled them in or anything like that, but I did go ahead and do my foundation, my concealer, my bronzer, my highlighter, all that jazz on my face. So I've not touched my eyes. The only thing I have on my eyes right now is concealer that I've not set, which I need to do because it will crease. And it's the MAC concealer that's in the glass bottle. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but I just have that on my eyes to cancel out any veins and stuff like that, and to set it because I do have very oily eyelids, and something like that does need to be set. So I will be just using this palette in the first impressions video today. So we'll just go ahead and get straight into it. I've not primed or anything, so I'm going to do that right now. My mirror in front of me so I can see what I'm doing. So what I'm going to be doing, oh, and I will be using the new Pretty Vulgar, the Ink 01 Blacklist Gel Eyeliner. We did receive this in our BoxyCharm. I've not touched it. It's just a regular gel eyeliner, but I love the packaging of it. It looks like that. So you can see I've not touched or anything like that. So I will be trying this out today as well. So we'll go ahead, get our eyes primed. That's actually done pretty good. It's not creased or anything. That's amazing. So I will be using the Milani Eye Primer. This is really good stuff. It's almost as good as my Urban Decay, which I love. I go through that stuff like crazy. So I figured I would just go ahead and try this out. I've used it a few times, and it seems to do so good so far. So it does come in a squeezy tube like this. And I've watched Emily Noel. This is like her favorite stuff. She says you barely need any of it, and that right there honestly is all you really need. I don't even think you'll need that much, because this stuff is like super glue. It will not budge whatsoever. Yes, I am drinking water. This is a Fiji water. Actually, it's just a bottle. It's just regular water in it. Let me wipe my hand off because I don't want to get water on my eyes. So I just like to go in and just spread it around. Make sure you get the corner of your eyelid as well. Then we'll go in with this eye. Oh, I got hair there. So what we're going to do is let that set for a few minutes. Let me grab my phone so I can tell you about the, let's see, I think I bought it from Ulta. I already had this up. here we go. Okay. So according to Ulta's website, which I'm not sure if you can get this at Sephora. I don't think you can. I think this is exclusively sold at Ulta. And I did get this during a sale. This is the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves eyeshadow palette. It is $32 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shades. So you do get 6 shades in this eyeshadow palette, and it's $32, which is a little high. It is cool toned eyeshadow palette, features 5. My bad, 5. You get 5. I don't know where I come up with 6, but you can only get 5 of them. Ultra pigmented matte mauve shadows with a smooth buttery feel. It's cruelty-free, talc-free, and paraben-free. It also says that the shades are Fluffy, which is a milky pale pink. The Rosy, which is a rosy pink. The Wishy Washy is a dusty mauve. The Spaced Out is the muted berry mauve. And then the very last one here, let's see where, this one here is Weinstein, which is a blackberry. So you have Fluffy, Rosy, Wishy Washy, Spaced Out, and Weinstein. That one's scared me a little bit. I'm not sure if I'll use that one. I'm going to try to, but I'm not going to promise. So, like I said, it's a cool tone, which I usually go for a lot more neutrals and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to try that. It is size 0.06 ounces. So I can see if it had any amount that you get per pan size. Oh, it's 0.06 ounces each, and it is cruelty free. So it says it right there that it is cruelty free, which is really good. It does last for 12 months. So we will go ahead, and that should have set. Yes, that's set. So we'll go ahead. Put my phone back up on charge because it's about dead. Yeah. And we will get started. Now this is the only one that I'm using. As you've seen, I just went ahead and primed my eyes, and we'll get started. And if you hear people talking or laughing, my husband is home. He is in the living room watching TV. And my son's in his room, so I do have the door shut for this video since my husband is home. That way I keep the animals out. And I'm very bad about cleaning my brushes. So what I have found which really helps in between filming and things like that, because I do use the same brushes for my makeup that I use to work in everyday life as well as for my videos, is the Sephora Mini Color Switch by Vera Mona. You just take your brush, swirl it in here, and it takes the color off, which this needs washed to really get it off the top. So this is a Wet n Wild brush. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Fluffy, which is the light shade here, and I'm going to dip into it. It's very, very pigmented. And we're simply going to start by setting all of this down. Sorry, I'm trying not to get my mirror in the way. We're just going to start by putting this down like that right there. Just setting the whole eyelid. Just like so. And we have a very, very light pink color. I love this color. And it blends out very smoothly. It's very buttery. They said it's very, very pigmented as well. And I just like to use the same brush for a lot of this, especially for the blending and things like that. It really just, to me, you don't have to have a lot of brushes, and I have like a ton of them in front of me, but this is the one that I'm grabbing for. So I think we'll put that to the side, and we will get this. Let's see, a small brush here. This is a Morphe B37 brush that I'm going to use. And I'm going to pick up Rosie right here. Sorry if my mirror's blinding me. And it does have a lot of kickback. Now what we'll do is just place this right here on the eyelid, on both of them, because what I picked up was way too much for just one eye, so I am putting it on both of my eyelids. So I like to place it and just put it where I want with this, and not like actually blend it out with this. I'll show you how I blend out the eyeshadow in just a minute. Just kind of make it backwards and forth windshield wiper motions. Now that we have the color in there, what I'm going to do is grab that wet wipe brush. I think it's their brand. I'm not sure. It's the blender brush or not. I am just going to take this right here. Blend this, like Jacqueline Hill says, blend it till your arm hurts. And then you know it's blended. And even if your arm don't hurt, blend some more. I'm just going like this, blending. I'm blending this eye as well. This is why it takes me so long to do my makeup, because I blend like crazy. And you can see, let me see, you know what, let me sketches in. There, a little bit closer. So you can tell right there. There's that two colors mixed together. So we'll just go back and forth and mix that in. Then we are going to use a smaller brush. A way smaller brush. Where are you? This one. I'm not sure what brand this is from. It's a defining eye brush. So what I'm going to do is pick up Wishy Washy. Very gently dabbing that in there. This is extremely pigmented and I do not want to get too much. Then, see, what I want to do is go in like this right here, more up right here in my crease. See, it's kind of messy. We're gonna fix it. And we're going to do that up. Just while I close my eyes. Now that was scary, because it is. What we're going to do is take that brush, take this brush. It is a Morphe B38 brush. Now like this, to go like up in the crease area and kind of like, and when I get to the end, I'll kind of do that motion. And that blends it out. Ooh, that blends out beautifully. See, all you have to do is just blend it like that right there. And we'll do the same to this other eye. Still harsh. So what I'll do is blend. If you're not getting the results that you like, you just go back with another brush. And blend until that harshness is gone. So we're going to have to blend a little bit more here because it's not blending the way I want to. Okay, so what we'll do then is, if you can see it's not perfect right through here, which that's completely fine. I actually like this look. So what I'm going to do is take, sorry, my nose is itchy. Yeah, okay. And kind of like just bring it back and forth till I get it the color that I want. This one's going to require a little bit more work. See? And there we go. Because this does have some deeper colors in it, I'm going to take and that's it. And so you can get a closer look. We just took, it's very, very simple. We just used the three first colors in this, which is these, no, this one, and this one. We just used those three colors for right now. So you can see how it looks and things like that. So what I'm going to do is put the gel on her. I'm going to zoom in. Back out. Hey. And find my so I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild eyeliner brush for that. Since I've never used this brush, so we're going to be putting this on as well. We'll see how this works. Oh my god, that's very, very dark. It's very dark. So what I like to do is just put it on the back of my hand, which looks like there. Ooh, that's super dark. Kind of just like rub it off and go in. And start lining the eyes. And now you can tell the difference between this one and this one. This one doesn't have anything on it, and this one does. It's just very, very, I like that. We are going to line the other one. And again, I'm just going to pick up off the back of my hand. And this one. And there you have it. So I went ahead and done both eyes. Get that off. Before I get that on my face. It's not enough. Oh my god. Okay, it's good. It didn't come all the way off, but we're good. So what I'm going to do is pause the video and put my eyelashes on, my lip color, then I'll be right back. Like 5 seconds. So I'm back. I've done my eyebrows, done my eyelashes, and now I am using the Ardell 120s. I love them. I do have to cut the ends of them off because they are too long. So what I'm going to be doing is kind of like, instead of like doing an first impressions, which I just did, I like the way that they blended. I like the way that they kind of moved. Let me zoom y'all in to where you can see a little bit more. So it is very pretty. It's very purple, which I do like. So I'm really not doing anything today. If anything, I'll probably will go exercise after a while. Me and my son will be going walking as long as it's not raining and stuff like that. So for I did use both of these. I am going to be doing a first impressions. This is very black. It's still did not come off. I tried scrubbing it. It won't come off. And what I want to do is do kind of like a wear all day on these two, and let you know at the end of the day how they wore, how they looked, you know, and stuff like that. It's supposed to be like 80 some degrees. I'm not sure the exact temperature, but it's supposed to be in the 80s today. So I will be going walking after a while, and probably doing some squats and things like that. So I will definitely let you know how this wears, and we'll see how I like it.